All right, we're doing a song called Shallow. Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper, or Cooper, whoever. People say it differently. Cooper's kind of weird. I always say Cooper. But anyway, here we go. My earphones. Ah, there we go. Got to get them untangled. All right, so we have a piano solo arrangement of this with melody in the right hand. Let's take a listen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. We'll just take that little part. I didn't do that turn the way I wanted. All right, so I have a video I'm going off of and just transcribing that. And instead of going na 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 na, there's something called a turn that you can do. You can go. And it's really easy. It sounds like it's hard, but it's not too much to it. I'll show you how to do that when we get there. Let's take that first line, see what we can do with that. And we'll put all this together. Let's see if we can get through 3 lines in this lesson 1. But left hand E, B, and then F sharp D, and then G. Here's middle C, so we're down pretty low. Okay. The right hand is G, D, A, F sharp, A and D, G and B, and it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. And I'm counting because the counting is very important in this, just to help you get the rhythm. And if you're not a counter, that's fine. But I'm going to count just to help myself and so that you can really hear that rhythm so you get it right. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and my notation, the curved line usually just means we have a string of eighth notes or whatever, the same value of note. Then when I have a dash, that means you're going to hold that note a little bit longer. It's not an exact science, but it just kind of helps us by ear players know when we're going to hold something out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So a full 4 counts. The guy in the video actually goes a little bit longer than that, I think, even though there's not a fermata. Then the next little part. So we have C chord now. We went E minor, D chord with an F sharp in the bass, and then a G. Now we're doing a C chord. So it's C, G left, C, D in the right, G, C left, E, D in the right, left, right, 2 and 3 and 4 and. While you're holding that D over, left hand will change and the pedal will change. Left hand low G, G, D, and then you go to F sharp D on the right, left hand on a low D, and then here, da 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 da. If you want to just do that, E, D, A, G. So I have 2 curved lines on that. That's just reminding myself that those are 16th notes. You just have to listen to the, or go back over my transcription really carefully when I recorded it, because I didn't have really any notation for rhythms and holding out notes for myself. But now I have a little system that I do and it helps. 2 curved lines mean they're quicker. They're 16th notes. Da, 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 da. Or if you want to do the turn, this is what you do. Just take the second note, not the first one, not the E. Take the D, and we're going to play 3 notes for that one. 1, 2, 3, D, E, D. Play the note above, and come back down. That's it. Da da da. And then the rest of it's the same. Ba da da, A, G. Instead of na 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 na, you can go ba da da na na, triplet bum bum. And that's all you do, and you can do that every time. You can do it right there as well. Okay, so that measure is 1 and 2 and 3. Again, 1 and 2. I wrote it the way it is in the video, but you can add the turn and do that instead if you'd like to do that. Okay? And the next measure, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that should sound familiar. It's very much like, well, it's exactly like the first measure. 2 and 3 and 4 and 2. Now that little bird's eye thing is called a fermata, and you're just holding the notes for, a while. D, G, wait, and then a G, and then wait a little while. It's just a little bit of a holdout. And you don't count there, you just kind of hold it. Bow, bow, not forever, just, and then, okay, and then it's a new starting place there. Let's play the whole first line without stopping. Here we go. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2. All right, and I'm not trying to play with any feeling or expression, just because when we do that, we tend to change the rhythms a little bit, and that's okay. But for our learning purposes, I want to be exact on my counts and my rhythms so that you can put it into your brain the first time correctly. Second line. 1, 3, 4, and then a 1. La la la. So I did another turn there on the 16th. I'll show you when we get there. It's written like this. Ba-da-dum, or ba-da-dum. The turn is da-da-dum. Again, we just leave the first note out, do the second one, and then we'll do 3 notes for that one note and go D, E, D, A. Back over here, we have E, B, E, F sharp, D, G, B, G. Now I want to hit and do that next measure. Right hand, G, E, 1, 2, 3, D, G, B. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 3, 4. And then we keep going. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1. So count 1 here. This time the C is not here, it's down here. Okay, so you do need the videos to go along with the sheets. A lot of people say, oh, just give me the sheet. Well, they won't do you. That won't help you all the way because you got to hear what the rhythms are and you got to see what octave I'm doing it in. And I've had people want me to do all kinds of things for notation, for the octaves and this and that. But the simplicity of the board is just the letters, you know, and occasionally a few other things. So we want to keep it clean and neat and simple. And coupled with a video lesson, it's perfect. So, you know, that's what we're going for. Left hand C, G, C, G, C, G, but right hand middle C, and then add a G, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, I did it wrong, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and, there we go, and then la la la, so G, C, B, G, A, and then if you want to go la la la, you can, if you want to do the turn, la 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 la, triple it, bum, ba da bum, left hand G, D octave, A, D, hands together, 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Right, and then yeah, that's a lot like this over here. See how much like it is. Only difference is you have the D and then the D in the left hand. Then you have that. So it's 1 and 2 left. See that? The D here is with it. Here, the D is after it in the left hand. After you play that G, B in the right, G in the left, and 2, and 4, and so 1, and 2, and 4, and. All right, so 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and. There we go. So, do the whole line, huh? Here we go. 1. Now we get to this part, and this is a lot like what? This, but not totally. C, G, C, E, C, C, C. I would do 5, 2, 1, crossover with U2. You're back for the C octave. Right hand, you just got a bunch of G, Cs. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then la, la, la. So this is like that measure. Let's see how similar it is. It's exactly the same, and you can do the turn again. You can go. A lot of people will have trouble with it because they try to play it too fast. It sounds like it's fast, so we tend to just play it as fast as we possibly can, and then we stumble a little bit, and then frustrated with it. It's not that fast. We play it cleanly and crisply. It sounds fast. All right, a little trick I used to do in playing classical music in college if you can play something really cleanly and clearly, you can go a little bit slower, but since the playing is so, pristine and articulate and everything is right in its place, it sounds like you're going fast. It does, the illusion. So I would play something just a little bit slower, which would give me a lot more control. Just doing a little bit slower gave me a whole bunch more control. And, the performance would be better. Anyway, the next part, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you count the 4 on those measures. Don't just throw them away. You gotta have the counts in there. E, G in the right, left hand, E, B. 1, 2, count. 3 is here. F sharp, A, left hand, D, F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. That's on the and of 4. Then we go to B. Left hand's G, D. Like this, because it's a C measure, C, G, C, E, C. You got that. You got this too, G, D octave. You're used to that. A, D, A. I've done that right up there. Right hand is G, A. Wonder why that G, A is together? That's a suspension. Suspensions resolve a lot of times. The G resolves to F sharp. It's suspended. See, it's the D chord and the G is suspended, and then you go to F sharp. So G, G, G at the end. Left hand A, D, D. Let's do the whole line in 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so I recommend playing exact rhythm. Trying to get every note where it needs to be when you learn it, so that when you let loose and just play it with expression and freedom and enjoy it, that foundation will be there of having everything where it needs to be. There's a difference between practice and performance. You need to do both, but you have to have a foundation of good, steady, accurate practice, good repetition, in order for the performance, to just playing, to enjoy it, for that everything to be the way you want it. You can also do too much practice, and if you never perform it, then you can never cut loose. You can never feel free when you're playing, because you always had your head down and stuck in every little detail. So we have to have both ways of playing. We have to practice, and then we have to perform when we just let loose and let it fly. All right, that's the first 3 lines. This was an extended part 1, but that's okay. More lessons coming up to finish the rest of it. And see you in lesson 2.